Hi, everyone. Today, the Branson fam is talking to you about love and dating in Branson.
But first, let's have that intro. Roll it!
All right, so we wanted to give you guys some great date ideas around the Branson area because there really is just so much to do around here. We've made a list of different categories of types of dates that you might want to go on. Some of them might be day dates. Some of them might be things that you want to do in the evening. But we're going to start with more of those adventurous types of dates. So the first type of adventurous date we thought would be zip lining. And there really are a lot of really cool zip lines in the Branson area. The Ozarks Hills are a great place for that. First one that we suggest would be Shepherd of the Hills zip lining from the Inspiration Tower. That has a great scenic overlook in the Inspiration Tower, and zip lining from that just sounds incredible. And don't forget, the Copperhead Mountain Coaster is there as well. And you know, that's an additional thing that you guys could do while you're there at Shepherd of the Hills. So that's one option for zip lining.
Or you could go to Wolf Mountain and have the tree canopy ziplining tour. So you can also do the Snowflex while you're there, kind of bundle those two together. Makes for such a fun, adventurous date night.
For sure. And that could actually take up a lot of time if you're doing both of those activities. Same thing for Shepherd of the Hills. So those are two great suggestions for ziplining. Another great suggestion for those adventurous type of dates would be Fritz's Adventure, which is mostly indoors. There's a lot of stuff to do in there. We do have a great video at Fritz's, so be sure to check that out on the Branson Fam channel. And you can see some of the great things that you can do that are a lot of fun, not only for families, but it's a great date activity too. Paul and I did that a few years ago, and it really was a fun date night. Another great suggestion for more adventurous people are those fast go-karts at Extreme Racing. Those are like some of the fastest go-karts in Branson. You even have to wear a helmet and things for that because they are, it's a safety thing, but still a lot of fun. And you can mix in some competition with that, which we are all about competing and trying to win. So there you go. Next, the Sky Coaster at the track is something that I'm going to let Paul talk about a little bit more.
That's because I worked there for so long. So it is a 100-foot tall free fall swing. And so you drop like 75, 80 feet before the ride catches you, and then you kind of soar out over the parking lot a little bit. Jamie's a huge fan of heights, so we always try. No, not at all. Okay, so I've ridden it like 50 to 100 times probably. Jamie's ridden it one time, and she will probably never do it again. So with that, you could also check out some of the stuff at Bigfoot Fun Park. So like the Gravity Bomb or the Super Sling, super fun, adventurous things, you know, like the big slingshot type thing, or the Gravity Bomb, which Jamie can explain for you.
Yeah, the Gravity Bomb, you raise up really, really high in the air. I can't remember the footage, but you are way high up there, like way higher than what I want to be. And then they drop you really quickly. And of course, it's all safe. You're harnessed in, you've got all of the safety precautions. But yeah, if you're feeling adventurous, those are some really great suggestions. We're going to move on to more of the relaxing type of dates that you might be looking into. One of those might be getting a massage or trying to relax at a spa. So first option there would be Spa Chateau at Chateau on the Lake, which is very beautiful in itself. But if you're going to the spa there are couples massages. There are other things that you guys can book. There's private rooms that you guys can do that. And then I would say that the overview of the lake there and just the scenery is also something that adds to that kind of ambiance in the experience. The gallery is also a salon and spa that is very relaxing. They have couples massages. They have things that you can book there as well. And then Cedar Creek Spa at Big Cedar Lodge. Those are great spa options, and I would say those would probably be your most relaxing bets around the Branson area.
I'll have to take your word for it. I've never gotten a spa day in my lifetime.
And you probably never will.
I probably never will.
That's Paul for you.
So we're going to move on to the next category, which we consider day dates. Those things where you can just go hang out, have an entire day of just fun-filled activities or something else of that nature. The first one with that is the Branson Ferris wheel. It's over by the Sky Coaster. It's also one of those that if you're afraid of heights, maybe not your best option, but it is a gorgeous view. You have great options for pictures with it in the background with how it lights up. The second thing that we're going to talk about is Beyond the Lens, which hopefully we'll have a video coming out very soon. We are heading there in a couple weeks, I think. So be on the lookout for that video. Jamie can explain that in the next couple as well.
Yeah, Beyond the Lens is a really fun indoor activity. It's almost like an interactive museum where you can learn about different things from the past. You can have lots of photo opportunities. Really, it just sounds like a blast. And they also have Fly Ride there, which is like a virtual kind of interactive coaster almost. So we're really excited to go there and to hopefully make a video soon. The Titanic is also a really great date activity. It's something that, you know, history buffs would really like, but I am not a huge history person and I really enjoyed it because I just enjoyed learning in an interactive way there. And it also has a really cool storyline too as you're going through it. So the Titanic is actually a really good option, especially if you've never been there.
Another great photo opportunity too. They have a replica of the grand staircase from the Titanic. So that's like that once in a lifetime picture that you can post somewhere or you can put up in your house or whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah, and it looks pretty romantic right there. So if we're talking about dates, that's a great photo opportunity for you too. The next one is a Hollywood Wax Museum, and you cannot miss that if you're going down the Highway 76 strip because there's a giant gorilla hanging from a giant skyscraper. And so inside there's a lot of photo opportunities. You can dress up at the different scenes that they have there. There are also other activities there like mini golf. They have a virtual ride that you can do. They have the Maze of Mirrors.
Hannah's Maze of Mirrors.
Yeah. It is a lot of fun. We have gone on a date there before and we had a great time.
Absolutely. The next one we're going to talk about is the IMAX. If you're into movies or if you want to go check out whatever the newest movie coming out is, the IMAX is one of the best theaters you're ever going to be able to do it in. They have the humongous screen and they also have these big reclining chairs that are super comfortable. You do have to pay a little bit more for that part, but to us, with as rarely as we get a chance to actually go out on a date since we have little kids, whenever we do get a chance to go watch a movie, that's where we're heading. We're going to the IMAX.
Yeah, talking about the IMAX, those recliners really are very comfortable. As parents of young kids, we really have to fight off the urge to take a nap because it's dark and they're very comfy. So the IMAX is a great date option. We really enjoy going there. Also, Silver Anvil Metal Craft is a really, really fun date option. And you actually get to forge your own knives there. It's such a cool experience because you do not find that experience everywhere. And I'll let you talk a little bit more about that.
So they have different options there as far as crafting goes. So Jamie and I have actually done this one as well as a date night. I think it's one of our anniversary date nights, and it's one of my favorite things that we've done together. So for mine, I did a railroad spike with a twisted handle. So you can see that. They come in sheaths like this. But then the handle is right like that. There's your railroad spike so that you can tell it's real. Okay. And then Jamie made a knife out of a horseshoe. So you can see the horseshoe there. And yes, hers probably looks better. I get it. She's better than me. I get it. But no, it's an awesome experience. The owners are super nice. They're great people. They actually competed and won on
Forged in Fire.
Forged in Fire.
He's a Forged in Fire champion. He also went on another similar show and competed there and did very well in the competition. Knife Fight. He did very well. And so just getting to know him, hearing some of his stories and his background while you are making your knife is just a really cool experience, and you don't get that everywhere. So really cool date idea. And you know, girls, if you don't want to make your own knife, that's okay. The guy's gonna love it, and you guys can just enjoy the experience. You know, it's a fun thing. Another fun thing that you can do together is the escape code. If you guys have ever heard of escape rooms, Escape Code has top-notch escape rooms here in the Branson area. We just did a video there, so go check that one out. We really had a lot of fun making that video and doing the escape rooms there.
And just doing weird and crazy stuff inside.
Enjoy that video.
Yeah, enjoy that. I know we did. The next one that we're going to talk about is Andy B's Bowling, Food, Arcade, Escape Rooms, and Karaoke. So in there, there's, like we just went through, there's a bunch of just a little bit of everything. So it is a bowling alley first, I would say, but there is a nice restaurant in there. There's a good selection of music going on. Then you have the little escape rooms, not quite as good as the escape code, but still fun.
Yeah.
And then the arcade is awesome there.
Definitely. And, you know, that is actually a place that we go if, like, the landing's really busy. Andy B's food is really good. And we found that to be kind of our little space that we can go at the landing if everything else is super packed. And then the next suggestion would be Top of the Rock, Lost Canyon Cave, and Nature Golf Cart Tour. That is so neat. If you like nature, if you like waterfalls, if you are interested in learning more about caves, they have all of that along the trail. There are also really beautifully constructed bridges that make for great photo opportunities. There's great scenery. So if that sounds good to you and sounds like something that you would like, you need to go and do this. And then Paul really enjoyed the Ancient Ozarks Natural History Museum that you can also package along with that out at Top of the Rock.
It's awesome. It has a little bit of everything, but the part that I really liked is it has a wide selection of Native American history that you don't get very often. And so it is such a cool place just to go check out. If you have time, I highly suggest you head out there and do that. The next thing we're going to talk about goes along kind of with it because it's owned by the same person. Dogwood Canyon.
Dogwood Canyon is very beautiful. They have paved trails. They also have a tram tour that goes through and you can see the beautiful waterfalls. You can see all of the nature that they have there. There's also different animals. There's a big tree house that was constructed by some of the treehouse masters, if you've seen that show on reality television. So much to see and do there. If you love nature, Top of the Rock and Dogwood Canyon are great options.
After Dogwood Canyon, it brings us to our next little thing, kind of on that nature trail, the aquarium at the boardwalk. So the aquarium is one of Branson's newer things, and it's one of the coolest looking things in my opinion. And we're hoping that the boardwalk that they're building on there and trying to add to, we hope it becomes a mainstay, awesome place to visit as well.
We really love the aquarium. Our daughters talk about it all the time. They love the giant octopus in front of there. They also really love the fountain show that's very new towards the making of this video. So definitely check out the aquarium. It can be a really fun date opportunity. And then, of course, Silver Dollar City, when it's open, that's a great day-long date that you can spend with you and the person you're trying to get to know, or your sweetheart, whoever that might be. Silver Dollar City is great. Even if you don't like riding rides, there's still lots of shows, there's lots of shopping, lots to see and do there. Silver Dollar City, great choice. Also, lake activities in the warmer months can be a really cool date activity too. I mean, some people don't even think about that, but lake activities here around Table Rock Lake and the other lakes that are very close, the other waterways, that can be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. A great place to see some of the lakes from is College of the Ozarks. You can go there, you can go eat at Dobbins Dining Hall, at the Keeter Center. There's beautiful places to visit. There's the old looking chapel. You have the stained glass that you can go to. There's so many activities you can go to at College of the Ozarks. And it's one of those places that some people just like to go and hang out at. You know, you could go to the Point Lookout area. You can go to the Scripture Garden and just relax and talk to that person that you're trying to get to know and that person that you're really interested in.
So definitely explore College of the Ozarks. Next, you can stroll the Branson Landing and see all that landing has to offer. There's shopping, there's different restaurants, there's different attractions that you can see there, and it's really close to downtown Branson, so you could cover both downtown Branson and the landing in, you know, a pretty short walking distance.
So along those lines of all the beautiful things that we have in our area, you definitely want to go to some places to check out the natural beauty of Branson in the Ozarks area. So we have these scenic overlooks all throughout Branson. There's one across from Vintage Paris, so if you watch our coffee video, you can see that scenic overlook. There's also a few just scattered throughout that offer these wonderful views that you can't get very many places because we have these beautiful hills, trees, waterways, all those things. There's also one of them at the start of one of the trails, which brings us to our next point.
Yeah, the Ruth and Paul Henning Conservation Area is a beautiful place where you have a gorgeous scenic overlook. There's also several trails there that you can choose kind of your hiking difficulty. Other hikes might have paved trails. We do have several of those hikes and trails listed in our free things to do video here on our channel. So be sure to check those out. And then another activity that you could do as a date, if you're into this, would be golf. And there are a lot of golf opportunities around Branson.
Absolutely. So golf in Branson is probably the best public courses that you can play just about anywhere. A lot of the more famous places are private and they're off limits to us. But in Branson, you're paying to play some of the nicest places in the entire world. So make sure if you are into golf, whenever you come visit Branson, you definitely check out some of the courses.
For sure. Branson is also a really great place to find sweet treats and ice cream. And we love ice cream. So we're pretty much experts on all of this. And if you guys need any suggestions on those, please don't hesitate to comment below and let us know what sort of suggestions you're looking for, because we know bakeries and we know like ice cream shops. And then Paul already mentioned this. There is a locally owned coffee shop video that we have made on our channel. And those are some of our favorite places to go around Branson where you can grab a cup of coffee or other specialty drinks. So definitely check that out here on our channel. The Board Game Cafe that's downtown Branson is a lot of fun too. You can go in there, pay about $5 per person to play the board games that they have there. You can also buy board games there if you want to take some of them home. So it's a really cool place, neat date night activity, really. And that's something that you guys might enjoy, or you might find out that you should not play board games together.
Another thing that you can do in Branson, of course, is you can always go to your choice of show. There are many, many, many awesome shows in Branson, and that's always a great date night. Or you can find any of the many, 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 many golf courses, okay? There is plenty of mini golf courses for you to have fun at, get to know each other at, kind of get those competitive juices flowing a little bit while you're having fun getting to know someone.
Yes, we are very competitive about our mini golf. So if you need suggestions on mini golf places, we've got you covered there as well.
Charlie is your expert. Make sure you check her out on those.
Our last category of dates that you might be looking into, some people like to get dressed up, some people like to be a little more fancy. So these next options are going to be great for that. Fancy schmancy dates. Dining at Top of the Rock. We've already talked about Top of the Rock a little bit. They have some really, really nice dining options. Now, they are going to be more expensive. However, I think that you have to expect that if you're going to a nice sit-down restaurant. So Top of the Rock is a really great option for that.
The fanciest / nicest steakhouse that we think we know of in the Branson area is probably Level 2 Steakhouse. It is one of the pricier options, but it's one of those things where you're going to get what you pay for. That being said, it's not one of the places we eat at a lot because, like we said earlier, we like the cheaper stuff. So, but from everything we've ever heard, it's the most romantic place you can eat a meal at in all of Branson. They do all sorts of things for Valentine's Day, for instance, coming up.
Yeah, and the Keeter Center Dobbins Dining Room is also a really great option. It's beautiful. You know, you can get dressed up, you can look fancy, you can dress down a little bit too. But that's totally up to you. We do suggest that you call ahead for reservations there, though, because they fill up very, very quickly. Even if it's not a super busy weekend, definitely call ahead. And if it is like some sort of, like there's a holiday that you're planning on going around, definitely call way in advance for reservations there. I would say that for dining at Big Cedar Lodge, too, there are a lot of really nice dining options out that way. So just make sure that you look into those, call ahead for reservations if they do take them. So definitely look into that. Again, those were more of the more fancy options, and we just wanted to make sure that we gave you guys lots of different types of dates, lots of ideas. We do know that Valentine's Day is coming up with the release of this video. However, this doesn't have to just be for Valentine's Day. These are date ideas, date options for any time of year.
And there are plenty of other options out there. These are just some of the things that we came up with, a list right off the top of our head, as far as things that we've either heard of or that we've done ourselves, or things that are highly recommended whenever you're researching places to go in Branson for dates, things of that nature. These are the places that are at the top of the list. That being said, 6 months from now, there could be a completely new top 5 or anything of that nature, because Branson's always changing. There's great things coming in the upcoming year, the upcoming season. So take it with a grain of salt that this is the date night options. Maybe there's going to be something that comes out that's even better than what we've offered you.
And if you know of some great date night options in the Branson area, don't be afraid to list those down below in the comments. We would love to know more. I'm sure our viewers would love to know more. So if you appreciate this video, if you got some good ideas, please give us a like, give us some comments down below. Please subscribe to the Branson fam. We've got a lot of really great suggestions and some great content coming your way. But for now, until our next adventure, fam,
We'll catch y'all later.